drawing closer to God through praise. My child, draw near. Let your heart be still. Do not rush past my presence, for I am here. I have longed for this moment with you. I have watched over you through the darkest nights. I have covered you with my hand when the storm raged, and I have whispered to your soul when the silence was too heavy. And now, I call you to something deeper, something more powerful than you have known before. I call you to praise. Do you understand the power that is in your praise? Do you know what happens when you lift your voice? Not in complaint, not in worry, not in fear, but in worship. The heavens move, the chains break, the enemy trembles, and my presence surrounds you like a mighty shield. My child, do not withhold your praise from me. Do not let the weight of this world silence your song. Even when your heart is heavy, even when the tears will not stop, even when the pain is deep, praise me. Praise is not just for the easy days. It is a weapon for the hardest nights. When you open your mouth in worship, you declare to the darkness that I am still God, that I am still good, that I am still in control. Remember Paul and Silas? They were beaten. They were chained. They sat in a prison cell, their backs bleeding, their bodies aching. The enemy thought he had won. But what did they do? They lifted their voices. They sang. They praised. And when they did, I shook the very foundation of that prison. Acts 16 verses 25 to 26, chains fell. Doors opened. And not just for them, for every prisoner around them. That is the power of praise. It does not just set you free. It breaks the chains of those around you. Do you see now, my child? The battle you are facing is not just about you. Your praise is a testimony. Your worship is a light in the darkness. When you lift your voice in praise, even when the enemy tries to silence you, you are declaring my faithfulness to a world that is watching. Think of Jehoshaphat. He faced an army he could not defeat. The enemy surrounded him, too great in number, too strong to fight. He had every reason to fear. But what did he do? He gathered the people, and they worshipped. He did not put sword in the front lines. He sent out singers. And as they sang, as they praised, I fought the battle for them. I confused the enemy, and they destroyed themselves. Not one of my people had to lift a weapon. 2 Chronicles 20 verses 21 to 22. That is the power of praise. What battle are you facing today, my child? What fear grips your heart? What sorrow tries to drown you? Lift your hands. Open your mouth. Praise me. I have not changed. I'm still the same God. I still shake prison walls. I still part the seas. I still fight for my children. And I will fight for you. Oh, my beloved, I see your tears. I hear the cries you do not speak out loud. You wonder if I am near. You question if I see. You feel abandoned in the silence. But listen to me. When you praise, my presence is there. I inhabit the praises of my people. Psalm 22 verse 3. That means when you worship, I come close. I sit with you in the pain. I hold you in the sorrow. I pour strength into your weary soul. You do not have to wait until you feel strong to worship. You do not have to wait until the battle is over. No, my child, praise me now. Praise me in the middle of the storm. Praise me while the battle still rages. Praise me when you cannot see the way, because I'm already making a way. I'm already working behind the scenes. I am already turning the tide in your favor. Do you remember the walls of Jericho? My people marched for 7 days. They saw no change. They heard no movement. The walls still stood. But on the 7th day, when they lifted their voices in a mighty shout of praise, the walls crumbled before them. Joshua 6 verse 20, they did not have to fight. They did not have to strive. Their victory was in their worship, and so is yours. Praise me in the waiting. Praise me in the wilderness. Praise me in the valley, because I am leading you to victory. The enemy wants you silent. He wants you weary. He wants you focused on the problem, not on my promise. But my child, lift your eyes. Fix your gaze on me. I have never failed you. I will never fail you. When you praise, chains fall. When you praise, walls crumble. When you praise, heaven moves. I am your God, the one who holds the stars in place, the one who speaks and the mountains tremble. And yet, I'm the same God who holds your heart, who knows your name, who counts your every tear. And I promise you this, when you praise, I will meet you there. I will fill you with joy. I will renew your strength. I will pour out my peace upon you, peace that no storm can take away. Philippians 4 verse 7. So lift your hands, my child. Sing your song. Do not wait for perfect circumstances. Worship me now, right in the middle of your mess. And watch what I will do. I am the God of miracles. I am the God of breakthrough. I am the God of resurrection. And I am your Father. I have never left you. I will never leave you. You are mine. Let your praise rise like incense before me. Let your worship be a sweet fragrance in my presence. For when you praise, you are drawing near to me. And when you draw near to me, I draw near to you. James 4 verse 8. I am here, my child. I am holding you, and I am moving in ways you cannot yet see. Trust me. Praise me. Walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7. The victory is already won. The breakthrough is already coming, and your praise is opening the door. So sing, my beloved, worship with all your heart, and know that I am with you always. My child, do you feel it? Do you sense my presence surrounding you even now? As you lift your voice, as you whisper my name, as you surrender and worship, I am here. My spirit moves upon you like a mighty wind, filling every empty place, healing every wounded part of your soul. I am not far. I'm closer than the very breath in your lungs. When you praise me, you are stepping into the throne room of heaven. You are standing in the presence of the King of Glory. And when you stand before me with a heart of worship, nothing can remain the same. Burdens are lifted, fear dissolves, chains of depression, anxiety, and hopelessness break in my presence. Do not let the enemy steal your song. He knows the power of your worship. That is why he fights so hard to silence you. He wants you to believe the lie that your praise does not matter. He wants you to believe that worship is only for the good days, for the moments when everything is going well. But I tell you, my child, your praise is most powerful when given from a broken heart. Remember Job? He lost everything: his wealth, his children, his health. His world crumbled around him. But what did he do? He fell to the ground and worshiped me. Job 1 verses 20 to 21. Even when he did not understand, even when the pain was unbearable, he praised me. And in the end, I restored him double for his trouble. Job 42 verse 10. I do not waste the suffering of my children. Every tear, every trial, every hardship, I use it all for your good and for my glory. Romans 8 verse 28. So do not be afraid to worship me in the pain. Do not hold back your praise when the night feels too long. Worship shifts the atmosphere. Worship invites my power to move in your life. Worship reminds your soul of who I am. Think of David, a man after my own heart. He understood the secret of praise. When the enemy came against him, he did not run in fear. He lifted his voice in worship. When Saul tried to kill him, when he hid in caves, when he walked through the valley of the shadow of death, he still praised me. And I was his refuge, his strong tower, his deliverer. That same refuge is available to you, my child. I am your strong tower. I am your hiding place. You do not have to fight alone. You do not have to carry these burdens by yourself. I am the one who fights for you. I am the one who goes before you. I am the one who lifts your head when you feel like giving up. And I'm telling you now, praise your way through this battle. Do not wait until the victory comes to worship. Your worship is what brings the victory. The enemy wants you to focus on the storm, but I want you to focus on me. Peter walked on water when his eyes were fixed on me, but the moment he looked at the waves, he began to sink. Matthew 14 verses 29 to 30. The storm did not change, his focus did. Where is your focus, my child? Are you looking at the waves, or are you looking at me? Fix your eyes on me. Lift your hands, even if they're trembling. Open your mouth, even if the words come with tears. Sing, even when your heart is heavy. I'm the one who holds you. I'm the one who sustains you. And I'm not finished with you. You think this is the end, but I tell you, it is only the beginning. You think the pain will last forever, but I tell you, joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5. You think you are surrounded by darkness, but I tell you, I am your light. Psalm 27 verse 1. You think the enemy has won, but I tell you, the victory is already yours. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 57. Your praise is not just a song, it is a weapon. When you worship, you are declaring that my name is greater than every problem, every sickness, every fear. When you lift your voice, the enemy flees. When you sing, the chains break. When you worship, you step into the victory that has already been won for you through my Son, Jesus. Oh, my beloved, do you not see? You were created to worship. You were designed to live in my presence. This world will never satisfy you because you were made for more. You were made to dwell with me, to abide in my love, to walk in the fullness of my joy. And when you praise, you align your heart with heaven itself. Look at the angels, day and night. They cry out, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. Revelation 4 verse 8. They never grow tired of worshiping me because they see me in my fullness. And one day, my child, you too will stand before me, face to face, and every tear will be wiped away. Every pain will be forgotten. Every sorrow will turn into joy. But even now, even in this moment, you can taste the beauty of my presence through worship. Do not wait until heaven to live a life of praise. Start now, right where you are. Let your home be filled with my presence. Let your car be a place of worship. Let your heart become a sanctuary where my spirit dwells. I am always near. I am always listening. And when you worship, I am right there with you. Sing, my beloved, praise with all your heart. For I am the Lord your God, and I am worthy of all your worship. And as you draw near to me in praise, I will draw near to you. I will fill you. I will strengthen you. I will hold you close now and forever. My child, I'm still here. I have never left. I have never turned away. Even when your heart was heavy, even when you felt too weak to lift your voice, I was right beside you, waiting for you to call my name, waiting for you to trust me again, waiting for you to see that I'm still the God of wonders, the God of miracles, the God of endless love. Do you know how precious your praise is to me? Every song you sing, every whisper of gratitude, every hallelujah through tears, I see it all. I hear it all. When you praise me from a place of brokenness, when you worship me even when the answers have not come, even when the pain has not left, even when the situation seems impossible. That is when your praise is most powerful. The enemy trembles when you worship me in your storm. He does not understand it. He does not know why. After all he has tried to do to break you, you still choose to lift your hands. He does not know why. After all the battles, after all the pain, after all the disappointments, you still sing my name. But I know why. I know what is inside of you. I know that you belong to me. And I know that no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. Isaiah 54 verse 17. Do you remember the story of Hannah? She wept in the temple, crying out to me for a child. She was barren. She felt forgotten. She carried the weight of years of disappointment. But instead of turning away, she turned toward me. She poured out her soul. And when she left that place of worship, she was no longer downcast. 1 Samuel 1 verses 10 to 18. She found peace before she even saw the answer. That is what worship does. It changes you before it changes your situation. Oh, my beloved, how many times have you been weary? How many nights have you cried? How many days have you wondered if I was still listening? But even then, did I not carry you? Did I not hold you in the silence? Did I not give you breath for another day, strength for another step, grace for another moment? Even when you did not feel it, I was sustaining you. You may not always understand my ways, but will you trust my heart? Will you trust that I am still working, even when you cannot see it? Will you trust that I am still moving, even when you do not feel it? Will you trust that my plans for you are good, even when life feels unfair? I know it is not easy, my child. I know the weight of your burdens. I know the depth of your pain, but I also know the victory that is coming. I know the restoration I have planned for you. I know the miracles I have already seen for you are good, even when life feels unfair. I know it is not easy, my child. I know the weight of your burdens. I know the depth of your pain, but I also know the victory that is coming. I know the restoration I have planned for you. I know the miracles I have already set in motion. And I know that if you keep praising, if you keep trusting, if you keep your eyes on me, you will see my glory in ways you never imagined. Lift your voice again. Do not let your worship fade. Do not let the trials of this life steal what belongs to me. Do you not know? Every battle you face is temporary, but my presence is eternal. Every struggle will pass, but my love will never fail. Every hardship will come to an end, but my faithfulness to you will never end. Worship is not just for Sunday mornings. It is not just for the moments when everything feels right. It is for the midnight hour. It is for the broken moments. It is for the days when you do not know what to do. It is for the seasons when the pain is unbearable. Because when you worship, you are choosing to stand in faith. You are choosing to believe that I am greater than what you are going through. You are choosing to walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7. Look at the sparrows, my child. They do not worry about tomorrow. They do not store up riches, yet I provide for them. Matthew 6 verse 26. And you, my beloved, my chosen one, you are worth far more than many sparrows. If I care for the birds, how much more will I care for you? Do you not see? Your praise is not just a song. It is a declaration. It is a weapon. It is an act of faith. And when you lift your voice, when you fix your heart on me, when you sing despite the sorrow, the heavens take notice. Angels rejoice. The enemy flees. And I come near. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I am your ever-present help in times of trouble. Psalm 46 verse 1. And I am calling you to draw even closer. Will you trust me? Will you let go of your fear? and lift up your song? Will you choose worship over worry, praise over panic, faith over fear? Because I promise you this, when you do, you will see me move. You will see walls fall. You will see miracles unfold. You will see doors open that no one can shut. You will see my hand upon your life in ways that will leave you in awe. I'm not done with you. Your story is not over. This battle will not break you. This storm will not drown you. This trial will not destroy you. You are mine, and I am fighting for you. So praise me now. Praise me in the waiting. Praise me in the uncertainty. Praise me in the storm, because I'm still God. I'm still good, and I am still working all things together for your good. Romans 8 verse 28. Lift your voice, my beloved. Let your praise rise like incense before me. And watch as I move in power, in love, in faithfulness, just as I always have, and just as I always will. Amen.